I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow.
All right, guys, this is my first official live beer review. I'm going to be doing a special project here in the next few weeks with Ben Moore and Tyler Willoughby. More updates on that coming soon, but throughout that whole process, I'd actually reach out to a bunch of the local breweries, trying to see if they had anything cool in stock. And I actually got in touch with Tennessee Brew Works over a limited edition thing that they're going to be running on Black Friday. I actually was able to get a cool little pre-release Imperial Porter aged in the 2019 Whiskey of the Year from George Dickel. So whenever I went to go pick these things up, I talked to Chris at Tennessee Brew Works, and he kind of explained the whole aging process for me. Essentially what they did is they put it in the barrel after they got done brewing it. They let it age, and every few weeks they would let it kind of ferment down and then refill it with CO2 to keep it packed and keep it nice and full. And then whenever it would pack down a little bit more, they would release it, fill it up even further. The packaging on this is actually really cool. So they kind of like that orange and yellow look. They ended up putting more of a black and blue on this. So I think the packaging is really cool, and it comes with a wax sealed top as well. You really smell that whiskey. That's coming out strong, man. Also smell some chocolate, some kind of hazelnut in there. I love it. So a little background on this before I get started. So like I said, it was aged in the 2019 Whiskey of the Year by George Dickel. It is 9% ABV, so pretty high up there. A lot of it has to do with actually letting it seep in those whiskey barrels. It gets a little bit more alcohol percentage in it. So their description on their website for this is layers of dark and bitter chocolate, roasted coffee, and faint cinnamon, combined with light oak and smoky notes from the special whiskey barrels. First coming out of this bottle, very dark, nothing you wouldn't expect from an Imperial Porter. That's good. You definitely get a lot of that chocolate up front. One of the things I like about this is it's pretty rich. So I can imagine this being paired well with some sort of like charcuterie meats, things like that, to kind of tone the sweetness and stuff down. But I could definitely see this being more of like a dessert beer or something like that, where you're not really going to be drinking it with a whole lot of heavy foods. So you can definitely kind of taste some different notes the more you kind of get into it as well. So the first drink was more of that chocolate. That one was a little bit more of that coffee flavored, so it kind of toned it down a little bit. But I think it blends well here. So while it is rich, you definitely get that chocolate up front. Some of those other back end notes like the coffee, like the cinnamon, a little bit of that whiskey flavor kind of tones that richness down. So overall on this one, as I'm kind of sitting here drinking it, the flavor on this is really good. I'd probably give this flavor a 9 out of 10. I'm not a super big porter guy, but because it's not super heavy, it's very rich. I've got a little bit of a sweet tooth, so that chocolate comes in really nice. It definitely comes out a 9 out of 10 on that. Drinkability wise, I could only really see myself drinking maybe 1 or 2 of these. So probably 6 or 7 out of that. So about 6.5, probably average that out. But overall, man, like this bad boy is a really good beer. Tennessee Brew Works did really well with this. I would definitely buy more. So I've got a few of their older styles that they handed in with it as well. So I'll probably crack those bad boys open around Christmas, see how it goes. But this is a really good beer. The overall rating on this, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's a really, really good beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you.